Hey, welcome back to the channel. Showed a mail call where I got these knives in the mail along with some other ones. But I'm going to show these today. I had a chance to clean them up a little bit. So we're going to go through each one. They're pretty cool case locking knives. This one in particular is very interesting. And so I hope you join me in the video for very interesting locking mechanism on this case knife right here.
Want a breakfast bowl?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I have eyelashes. How's that go?
It is.
Big eyelashes. Hey, welcome back to the Fortified Castle. Hi to all my viewers. I think today is Tuesday. I'm retired. I totally lose track of time. Time has no meaning for me whatsoever anymore, other than I know my time's getting short. So there's that. We're going to look at each one of these. I think we'll do them each in a segment. So I got them in a trade, and I'm building my case collection. I like to do it by pattern. These are all knives I didn't have in my collection, and some of them may look familiar to you, some of them may not. I'm not too familiar with these knives, so I know a little bit about them, but maybe that's where you all can come in and kind of fill in the gaps in the comments as I go through each one of these. All right, so first one up is this case. Let me just read it. I'm not real familiar with these numbers. So it is a case 61051 LSSP. Some of you may be familiar with these LSSP knives. So it's a 6 for the prop wood scales, 1 for the single blade, 0 spacer, and then a 51 for the model number. The L stands for lock-in, SS for stainless steel, and P probably for prop wood is my guess. This is a 3, slightly less than 3 3/4. And I'm not sure the official size these were supposed to be, but this is almost 3 3/4. You can see it's a standard lock back. Kind of unusual here. This surprised me. I didn't expect it. It is a fiber spacer in there, and I really didn't expect that. But the knife is very, very light, and so that's my guess, is that this is normal. I don't know whether it is or not, but it's beautiful, beautiful prop wood in this. Look at the grain on that right there. See that? Nice jigging on it. The other side. Just really nice coloring. So it's a let's see, stainless steel blade, spear point blade. I'll show you the date on it. Case XS USA, 3 dots, and so that would be a 77. Action on this is pretty good. Listen to the click. Nice little click there. Stiff action. It kind of snaps shut right there. You could see that. And when you pop it open, nice little click. Stiff action on the release here. It's a full release bar on this. So really strong spring on this. It's not in the best of shape, so I cleaned the blade up some, but you can still see there's a lot of scratches right there. I can clean that up more. I haven't done anything with the edge, and the edge is a little off on this. It is sharp. You have nickel bolsters here. Good looking knife. Let's look down inside. Tang is not too cleaned up there, and see if we can get... That's your inside view. with the spring way back here, way back here. You know, that's where your release is on it. Good looking knife though. That's about how it fits in your hand. I like this. This would be a nice little lock-in EDC user for you. These, as I understand it, correct me if I'm wrong, but these came out in the late 70s and went to the 80s. So 70s and 80s was the production on these knives. Pretty nice. Let's look at another one. So the next one is a 05L. Really nice knife. This knife is a little over 3 3/4. So neither one of them dead on. It is a lockback, a little fancier type of lockback. You know, kind of looks like the 501 bucks or the 700 series bucks. Pretty attractive looking, nice. You have a maple there. Really nice maple wood. Show you the other side. Of course, brass pens on this, nickel silver bolsters. This one was used and cleaned it up a little bit. Nice action on this, really smooth, smoother than the LSPP. You can hear, let me do that again because I was talking. Nice little click as it snaps in. These have a nice little lock on them. If you could see it, see the lock right there where the back spring actually clicks over that. So really positive lockup on these. And let's look at the Case XX, Bradford, PA, 19 USA, 91, Lightning S's. And that says it all right there, 1981. Here's your model number 71405LSS. So the 7 is for the maple wood. The 1 is a single blade. Have no idea. This may be a 405 lock-in. That's probably what the number is, 405, because the 05 is the razor knife. So I don't think that's 05. Hard to tell though. And this is another one that I don't think was made very long. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. Got a nice nickel silver shield there. Let's look at that blade. Clip blade. Bing. These were brushed stainless, as was the LSP. This one's in a little better shape. Had some scratches. You can barely see them there, right there. I worked those scratches out some, but they're still there kind of a little. You can see them barely right there. And I worked those out a little to try to get back the brushed stainless on here. Nice looking knife. Feels good in hand. It is stiff. It is stiff. The locking mechanism on it. You can see there. You can see through. You should not be able to see through that back spring like that. If you see what I mean, you can see my finger right there. That should go all the way in there, but it's okay. A lot of knives are made that way. It just shouldn't be there. But yeah, it's a nice knife, really pretty. Actually, I think, I'm not sure that the maple wood is really coming out as nice as it is. It was heavily scratched, so you can kind of see some of the scratches. I worked some of that out, but it is pretty maple wood color. And I think these only ran, in the 90s. I think Case was knocking all this stuff out because of cost. But let me know. I don't know much about the histories on these, so I'd be happy to hear in the comments what you think about this. And let's look at another one. All right, so this really is the star of the show. This is a big knife. it's called a Sidewinder. See it right there, Sidewinder snake. Prop wood scales, but nice, nice grain on that prop wood. It may be some other kind of wood that is stabilized, with resin or something. Kind of looks to me like it's rosewood, but not really sure. Sometimes they take woods and they just make them out of sawdust and glue everything together. But this appears to have a grain to it. This was a well-used knife. Look at all the pins on this knife. And look at the back here. This is pretty cool right there. See that? So that's the screw that holds the spring in. Nickel silver bolsters on there. They're absolutely huge. You can see it's used as a hammer. Who hasn't done that, right? Bang, bang, bang. This could do it. This is a big knife here. So this is 5 1/8. Right there, 5 1/4. Whoop, 5 1/8. Right there. Big knife. And very interesting. So let's open the blade. And there's your tang stamp, patent pending, case XX. It's a 10 dot. Your lightning strike S is in it. So this is a 1980. Get some gunk off of there. Really cool blade geometry on this. Get a substantial swedge on top. Recurve blade. So this is not just, these had recurve blades. It's not just sharpened wrong. And there's your Sidewinder again. Really nice etching on the Sidewinder. So yeah, this was used. This held up good, man. That Sidewinder etch on there, because this thing was really used. You can see the edge is not that good on this. I cleaned it up a little, but we'll have to put a different edge on it. You can see some scratches there. I was able to take some of that out, but I was using some 800 grit to try to work it out of there. And I polished it up. Bolsters were all dinged up. I cleaned those up. It's got a nice, you can see the mirror polish to it. This feels really good at hand. So you can see it's a big knife. Fills your hand up. Awesome little hunting knife, really. But check this out. So you don't see a lock back on there. And you don't see a liner lock here. So how do you close this? You press down on this button right here. The case is actually a button, and bam, it closes. Is that cool? You can see it's depressed, and when I open it, you can see it pop out already there. And then when it locks, it's almost flush. So you push it down. Hard to show you. Maybe I can do this. See how much you press that down? And I'll show you this really cool in here. So you can see the lock spring right here. See that space? And then you see the space there, and it's locking. And to release it, watch what happens when I push a button. You see it move over. So it moves right out of the way. It's really, I don't know. It's not really a liner lock, but it's I was going to say it's a liner lock. It's just interesting lock, and you can see that move in and out. That is kind of difficult to do, right? So you really have to push that in. You can see, let me just do this. So that's how much it's pushed in right there. So quite a bit, quite a bit to push that in. It's not really easy. It's not really comfortable. Maybe that's why this thing didn't make it, but they only made these things a couple years. So you can see the patent pending on here. And, before the patent was approved, they discontinued these knives. My understanding from a case historian is that they were just too expensive. And a lot of people just weren't buying these. So coupled with the expense of making them, with the fact that they weren't hot sellers, Case discontinued them within a couple years. I kind of looked online for them, and you don't see any past 1981. You don't see any past 1981. So I think this just ran a couple years and they discontinued them again. If I'm wrong about that, Gizmo, I know you know the answer to that. How long these things ran, just put it in the comments. But really cool knife. I love to have this in my collection. Thanks, Mike, for doing the trade with me. And yeah, I'm going to really love having that in my collection. And that was all 3 of those knives from my trade right there that I got. So thanks for joining me, and I hope you found that interesting. I think that is so interesting. I love finding different stuff, different ways knives are made, different ways they do it, different ways they engineer them. I love it. I love different knives. So hope you enjoyed it. Really appreciate y'all. Thanks for all your comments, your likes, your share. I hope everybody has a fantastic Thanksgiving. Be careful, take your time, get there so you can enjoy the turkey and pies. I am traveling this Thanksgiving. Usually we eat at Dad's house, but this Thanksgiving the kids are hosting us, which means we're going to cook at their house, right? Because they don't do that stuff, right? Okay. So thanks again. Have a great day.